we're at a point that when we have the entire marching band in here, it's not possible to rehearse.
During marching season, I have 2 trombones because I need one trombone for concert band that happens at the same time, and one marching trombone for when we go outside and play on the field. So my locker is only big enough to hold 1 trombone and my music, and I just kind of have to throw my marching horn like off to the side and hope Mr. Parks doesn't pick it up.
I think the growing band population, I think it's a good thing because it'll increase recognition and popularity.
Now we have practice rooms, but we share them with the orchestra, and it's sometimes difficult to find a place to practice. The new space, hopefully we would have more place to put our things. Right now it's really cluttered in the band hall.
I think the biggest difficulty will be storage, because you have the tubas that are really big and they already take up a lot of space. And I mean, right now you already have the majority of the lockers in the band hall taken up by brass instrument storage. So that's something we'd have to work on.
My freshman year, we had these big giant lockers, and we had so much room that we could even have a locker to store like food in. And we put like a bunch of sodas and like a whole like kitchen worth of food just for the trombones, and in this locker. It was great. But now I don't have room to store my trombone, so.
In fact, it's not technically possible to have the whole marching band in here at the same time at all. When you have the entire percussion section, color guard, and all of the woodwind and brass players, we don't fit. And so we're at a point that just to be able to have class, we need more space, and we also are very short in storage, places for all the students to store their instruments, places to store props, and those types of things.
Well, I think we could use a very large room for ensemble work, so that we would not have to have the kids traipse all the way out of the band hall and go into the orchestra room.
There's going to be a lot more people moving to band next year, and we're already a little tight on space.
My hope is to expand into what is now the W parking lot, the west parking lot. Again, to add additional space for instruction, but also additional space for things like private lessons, small ensemble rehearsals, and storage.
We need to just enlarge the band hall really, and we need to have more spaces to put things, because as a band, you have instruments, you have music binders, you have multiple things that you need to place.